Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste like, then you give it a wasteland.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Hey, Tuesday. Left! White!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Look out!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, gun. Left! Hey, gun. 21! Switch! 34's the mic!
3rd and long, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice push down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Left! Gun. 11. Let go!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Ready, 21.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now it's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Let's go. 54, south, gun. 21.
On third down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Go. 30.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tech McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set. Gotta go. Lock 80.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Being chased out left. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 82 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Don't
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Jack 16. 180.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brooks Reed in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 4 down, even.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, Tuesday. 11. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Ready to go.
Here's Ryan to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Gun.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, gun. Check.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
21. Hey, express. 11. 12.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey. 22. 25.
Ryan will throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
11.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 32 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Double bump. Set. Blue 30.
Now Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Big.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Hey, 4 down. Set. Blue 30.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Monday.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Space to run past the 20. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Ryan on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, before last week, Dan Quinn said that he wanted to get Calvin Ridley more involved in the offense, and he did that. 7 catches, 146 yards, 3 touchdowns against the Saints.
And compare that with just 4 catches in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. So, yeah, DQ, he told his coaches what he wanted. They got right to it, and Calvin Ridley, boy, what a big day. Julio Jones only had 3 touchdowns all of last year. But keep this in mind. All the coverages are going to kick towards Julio Jones. This gives Calvin Ridley a great opportunity to continue to have days such as he had on Sunday.
11. 4 down. Check. 21. Space. 11. That's wide. 25 side.
On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. This is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Go. Four down. Stay at home.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Monday.
3 down, 3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Strong right.
Side. Black 80.
You got 3.
Big.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
4 down.
Snickers. Snickers.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Snickers. Snickers. White 80. 66.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this one is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
16. Hey,
Guys, check me out. We got
AB. Set. Black 30. Snickers.
Black 42.
Jack 16.
Watch the run.
Right side.
To throw again is Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Duke Riley in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Snickers. Black 20. Snickers. 66. Jack 16. Double bump.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Set. 180.
Back now in Pittsburgh. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
4 down. Alert.
Set. Black 80.
59. Mike 50.
Kings.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush touchdown, Steelers.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Nice hit, boy.
Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Alert. 3 down.
Got it. 280. Left. 54. South.
Here's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking downfield for Jones, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 31, check 31.
54, south.
Check.
11.
Heads.
Let's go. Gun.
Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ooh, Eddie, sit on it. Gun.
Under 10.
Wide, 25, sit on.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Freeman again, a first down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
39.
those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check back. Get up. 54, south.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Hey, gun. Let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Gun. Hey. Right.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Wide, 25, sit on. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Hey, gun. 20. Let's go. On.
Wide. Get one.
Hey, gun.
Dash.
Hey, wait.
34.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Left. Gun.
I'm gonna hit you all day.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Hey, south. Left. 21.
Third and 2. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Let's go.
17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Oh, yeah!
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down.
Ready. Back 25.
Right 34, right 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, express, express.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
12. Play. Get out, Hutch.
On second down, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Big Ben has the knowledge, certainly the weapons to pull this off. We know he's done it many times in the past.
And that transmits itself to the rest of the offensive unit because these guys know that with Big Ben leading them, they've got a lot of confidence they can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Set. All right, let's go. Back 30.
4 down.
Snickers. Snickers.
Motion.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Set. Back 20. Go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Your trip is here. Tight end right.
Snickers. Snickers. Squirrel.
Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Back's mine. Squirrel! Corner!
Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Tight right. 3 down.
Snickers.
42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
One day. All right, let's go.
3 down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
3 down, 3 down.
Set. Blue 30. Snickers, 66.
42.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Hey.
Motion. Mike 42.
Jack 16.
Check. Mike 42.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another first down.
Here we go.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Set. Kings. Blue 30.
Check. 3 down.
Gotta go.
Shut down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch 8-9.
AB. Corner.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got room. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Hey, 4 down.
Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere.
Set. Black 5. Snickers, you gotta spin.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
3 down.
Set. White 80.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. Nifty move. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
We got 4.
Ready, 11, ready. Wide, 25, set. Ready, set.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Right. Gun, gun, gun. Get up! Hey, Rip Lance! Go! Wait! Get up!
Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Undercrush. 39. 20.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
12. Wait.
Switch.
Get up.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right.
I can't believe what you play.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Bud Dupree able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
4 down. Check.
Set. Black 80. Check 16.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Double. Snickers, you got to spin. 30. Squirrel. Double bump.
Here's Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Right there.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw is Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. Coleman has it here right side. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, express! We got three, fellas, we got three. 22! Kill!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check 50. Hey, let's go. 21. Check 49. Wait. Ready to go.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.